Welcome, curling fans. We're here at the Barrie Curling Club. I'm Brent Lang, bringing you more action from the Everest Curling Club Championships. We've got an elimination game in front of us here, and if you've tuned in this morning, we had Northern Ontario versus Nova Scotia, and this afternoon we've got Northern Ontario versus Nova Scotia, but it's the men this time, so both of these teams lost their first qualification round game after qualifying for the final 8, so sudden death. Winner moves on, loser heads to the bar, I think. We'll see how fast the losing team, it can't be any faster than last night. Northern Ontario was the team we covered here last night, and they were in the bar about 3 seconds after shaking hands. Thought they'd earned that one, had a bit of an off night, and Manitoba played extremely well. So see what these two teams have for us. This is my first look at Team Nova Scotia. I've heard scouting reports, including one of my co-workers in town in Barrie here, who says he curls against these guys out Sydney way in the winters, and they win everything out there. So
So if he's outturned, that you threw that nice 4 over here, and it was easily in.
This will be the same. Maybe a hair slower on the wall.
So Nova Scotia starts with the hammer.
Sorry, is that tighter in? Tight.
We got Northern Ontario lead, Brennan Warwick. Starting us off. Looking for the center line, tight guard. I think it's a little heavy.
It's all close. It's all close.
Line's okay, line's good.
Line's fine, Chris.
Northern Ontario not afraid to mix it up, I know that. They like to play aggressive, and every team gets to decide what kind of team they want to be. And selfishly, as a commentator, the aggressive ones are more fun to watch because there's just more stuff to talk about.
You definitely see.
So as I said, my first look at this team, lead Robin Nathanson. He's a pharmacy tech at Nova Scotia Health. This team plays out of the Sydney Curling Club.
A little heavy. Starting to curl now. Coming down.
Sydney hosted the World Championships last year.
Only.
Hosted a Scotties not long ago that I was out watching Team Manitoba at. Probably about 5 years ago is my guess.
Very nice.
Good start there from Robin, and now Brennan will try and follow that down and freeze right on top.
Line's good.
Only 4 games of action here this afternoon as we get closer to the semifinals. So we've got, I believe, 2 elimination games and then 2 games that will qualify teams for the semifinal.
Go ahead. Right to it, George.
This one looking good from Brennan. See if they can get it frozen right on the face. Good pair there. So the game next door is Ontario Ladies versus Prince Edward Island. And the winner of that game will go to the semifinal. The loser will fall to their last chance, their last life. Beside that, we've got the men's game that's leading to a semifinal. New Brunswick beating Nova Scotia this morning and playing Manitoba, who beat Northern Ontario last night. So the winner of that game will go directly to the semifinal as well. The loser will fall back into the sudden death round. And then on the far sheet from us, we've got Newfoundland and Labrador on the ladies' side versus the Manitoba ladies. And the winner of that game will move on, and the loser will be out. So we're starting to whittle it down on our way to 4, and then ultimately on our way to 2, and then trophy presentation for the winning ladies and winning men's teams tomorrow afternoon. So an accidental, pretty good come around there. Playing the freeze, but a heads up weight call and line call, and Team Nova Scotia lies 2.
Line good. Take a look.
So Jordan trying to lock one on the corner of the back one. Could also bump the yellow one up. Freeze bump on that one will be, looks a little bit more natural and easier to me, but depends on the thrower. Sometimes shots just look makeable and sometimes they don't. Don't want to bounce off here. Nothing wrong with that. Nova Scotia going to stay on the gas or peel the guard. That's probably the call.
That's going right into this. Peel.
Skip Travis Stone trying to figure out whether or not we're in trouble. We're lying 2, but it doesn't look great, as he said, because of the line, because of the angles on those yellows. So straight peel. Mark McNamara just trying to hit this high and roll off.
Yep, hard.
Because they're lying 2.
Good.
Probably going to see.
That line's up to just not jam it.
I would think Northern Ontario is going to hit that, but they might draw. They do like to mix it up.
Tap that back.
Just going to bump it up.
Back 4.
So, like I said, not afraid to mix it up with or without the hammer, leaving 2 red ones in there. Still pretty early in the end. This is just the second stone, so Jordan Potter going to try and throw similar line, a little tighter and a little heavier, and just bump it to a freeze. And maybe if it's hit perfect, it'd be a little bit of luck involved, but try and line up these yellows, the 2 yellows that'll be left there on the left one. And
back 4.
This got a curl to touch it though. Gonna get to it, but we'll see where these all end up.
Okay. Yep.
Not too bad. Looks like a possible double on the top, though.
Probably make it go out the side.
Definitely can. 8-second hit.
Seems at 8-5.
I want to hit this probably about a third of a rock low. So on the inside of that rock, and then roll over, kill the other one out the side. He's got a long way to go, so need that 8 seconds.
Whoa. Curl.
Mark trying to hit this on the center line side and got it floating wide here, and this is quite wide. This might actually kill something at the back. Oh boy. Unforced error there. Mark won't be happy with that one. Everything you do at high speed is exaggerated, and it's all really comes down to the throw. The harder you throw it, the more accurate you need to be, because the less impact sweepers can have and the less time it has to curl. So
Sit forward, 4 shots to go at the blank. Okay, skipper's choice. 10.
So Chris thinks if we sit 4 now, there's 4 shots to go, it could be a blank. It would be really good if you could freeze one right on there.
10. Good 10.
I don't know what Nova Scotia would even do. They'd have to kind of blow it up. But this is fine. This is tight, though. I think this is trouble.
Very good.
Oh, sneaky, spreading him out. That was the only way to spread him out like that. So maybe Chris did that on purpose, but you can see Brennan trying to hold the line here and just feathers the top one and still gets the back one. Spreads out all the yellows, so damage control time for Nova Scotia.
You do that. Play the 2 up the middle. 8.
Lots of double choices. This is the easiest one. The double off of this one into this one might leave you the best result, or even if you went tick, 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 there could be lots of action, but.
Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Kurt Roach here, third for Team Nova Scotia, Sydney Curling Club.
Curl.
This is right in the middle, might squirt through. Makes the double, rolls right to the top of the button.
Same weight, no.
Kind of mission accomplished. So Nova Scotia trying not to have to shoot against, more than 2 or 3, and Northern Ontario trying to lie 2 or 3 as long as possible and get the force.
Same weight. A little more. Bigger.
Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Trying to curl this one to stick around. I think they're okay, though.
Oh, you're good.
So which double now? 2 more doubles and you'll have a blank attempt on the last. Easier said than done.
Pretty thin. Play this thin. Same weight.
It is possible to make this double and spin right over to the other one, so.
Take a second.
See if Kurt can hit about a third of a rock.
Yep. Whoa. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Got it a little bit thin here. I'm gonna probably make the double and roll out.
It's good.
It does stick around. Back-to-back doubles, and he wanted to hit this one a little bit thicker to try and spin over to the other one, but that's he's pretty happy with that shot, I'm sure. This is what Chris Briand was talking about, though. Live 4, and there you got 4 shots left.
10.
Yep.
Getting close to a blank here, but as long as they don't roll towards the yellow here, there won't be a double, and in all likelihood, they have a chance to force. Can't roll out. Hit and stay. I think you'll see Travis hit and stay, and then hit and stay again. Northern O, and an open hit for 1 probably.
9.
Whoa. Whoa.
But misses. 1 miss throws that all out the window.
Whoa. Curl. 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 Clean. Okay. Good.
He's got this on the money. Even going to roll a little away and really spread those out. So
Roll off that. Yep.
hit and roll. Do you freeze on this right one over here? You could freeze for shot, and if it got blasted out, you could still blank.
Sure, we stick around. Yep.
As long as you hit and stay here, Northern Ontario is going to hit it. Then you're going to have to draw the 8-foot, it looks like, at worst.
10 and roll to the center. Try to group them.
So Travis is a labor relations manager for Marine Atlantic. I really don't know what that is, but sounds fancy. His partner, I'm not sure if he's here or not, or if he's at home watching, Tyler McKeegan. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name there, Tyler.
Curl.
Trying to get this one to roll towards the center, right on the nose, I think. And the force is on.
If you draw around this now and then play guard earlier, I'm going to punch you.
I would agree with that. I think that's fair.
I already told him it's a bit up.
So simple but important shot here to finish off a good start for Northern Ontario and a force. And who knows, with a little misstep by last rock thrower Travis Stone of Nova Scotia, maybe they get a cheapy steal. Who knows? Got to hit and stay though, or else Travis is going to take on the blank.
10, clean.
This is fairly tight. Brendan gonna have to work this one. These guys should know this sheet. The advantage Northern Ontario with that for sure. They played this sheet last night. Little bit surprising they're back on it already when there's 6 sheets, but I know they're trying to probably utilize the streaming sheet as much as possible. Rolled to a spot where not gonna try and outdraw this, just gonna nose it.
You got it.
Whoa. Yep.
Might have hooked that one a little bit. Got it curling. It is a straight spot. Can the fellas hold it? This is going to be close. Is there a catcher over there? It's going to spin up. That's going to be a steal. That's close. Kind of chose the wrong weight there. Had a catcher, but.
Well, I say red.
I know, let's get it measured then.
Measure.
Yeah, we'll measure.
So yellow says yellow, red says red. We're going to measure it. They're going to agree to disagree. We've had a lot of measures on this sheet this week.
Should have curled that.
Cool.
We need Bill. Should have curled that.
Could have curled it or hit it a little thinner. Either way, you would have got one for sure. Hit it in the only spot with that weight
No, I thought the weight was just right.
to roll that far. A little thinner would have just kind of jammed on it, and a little thicker wouldn't have rolled as far. That's what I mean if you choose the right weight there, just a shade less weight there, and that's impossible to do what they just did. They're keeping that measuring device as far away from us as possible. Not much to update you around the rings yet. I mean, although Newfoundland, Labrador, Manitoba ladies game, there's rocks everywhere. So many I can't tell what's going on over there. PEI looks like they're about to draw for 3, and haven't watched this team up close, but every time I look over, they're scoring lots of points and not giving up very many. Here we go.
Could have let it curl more.
I know. I'm like, what the hell's happening here?
4 and 1 tick.
I'm calling the sweep from throwing like.
Drilled the yellow one, so it is Northern Ontario with a big steal of 1 and a 1-0 lead heading to the second end. We'll be back with the action right after this.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moment moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice, a legacy.
So after a bit of a seesaw battle in the first end where Ontario had Nova Scotia in big trouble, then it felt like Nova Scotia got out of it with a couple of good doubles by Kurt Roach, and then just not even a bad throw, just an in-betweener, just kind of unlucky on Travis's last one there, and a steal of one, a bonus point for Ontario, and Nova Scotia retains the hammer into the second end. So I know what Marine Atlantic is now. That's the ferry that connects the mainland with Newfoundland and Labrador.
Hard. Cross center. Cross center. Cross it. Hard.
So Northern Oath throwing the first one in the rings this time and then choosing to guard it. Kind of ends up the same. I like this call because that one in the middle is not on the forefoot. It's not fully buried.
Same.
Chance here for Robin, who threw the corner guard, to just throw it about 6 feet harder, and
Top four.
on the same line would end up in a real good spot.
Line's fine.
Line only right now. Back 8.
Oh, got a curl then.
Back 4.
Back here's good. Yep.
Needs the curl to get buried.
Curl. Hard curl. That's good.
Did get buried. Back 12.
Top 4.
Northern Ontario just going to ignore it.
Yeah, we got a better way.
So it's a little nicer than coming this way.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Like 2 feet.
3. Yeah, it sounds about right. That's what I think, but.
It's a good conversation there, making sure they put their heads together and come up with what the speed is here so that Jordan can commit to that and try and put this one right on the top of the button.
Top 8.
Line's good.
Yep.
Line looks tight, if anything.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Boys haven't really looked up the whole way. They've heads down right away, and
Hard, Chris. Straight.
they go for line, but this is real good if the speed is good. Gonna get behind the one in the house. Actually gonna rub on it, but good spot.
Over here, buddy.
Both are chaseable.
Try to get the nose with hack.
So right next door, we do have a 3-0 lead for Prince Edward Island over Team Ontario after one end.
87. Yeah, 75 is probably fine. Big.
Whoa.
Little big.
So need hack weight here to get the curl they're looking for. Kill a yellow, stick around.
Hard curl.
Really gotta go.
Hard, Robin.
Really gotta go.
Hard, Robin.
Don't think this is killing anything.
11-9.
So probably a little bit hard.
Smash and roll.
You can see trying to get that to curl, but just couldn't get it to walk over there. And
That goes there. Okay, Jen. Put his sticks good. Like that? Yeah. Like it? Top 8. Pretty much, I think this side's about the same weight as that, I would think. See you hear more?
I like this call. Just you don't want to bump the shot rock up at all, because then that double off the other one becomes,
Yeah, same weight.
whether it jams on the side one or not, their shooter's gonna end up buried. So bury this top 8 would be ideal. I think you'll see Nova Scotia try and run the guard at that point.
Off. Tapping. No tap. Back 4. Line's good.
Line's good. Yep.
Line,
Yep.
top 4.
Yep.
Top 4.
Yep.
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 Hard, Brent. Top 4. Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Line's really good. Over curling, if anything. I don't want to tap that.
Keep going.
Oh, real good, Jordan.
That's good. It's the shooter's almost in the way of that double now because it crossed the face. So
8. Play it into this.
run it back. Could get all the yellows moving here if this is hit just right, which is a hair on the broom side. Would need some pace though.
Whoa.
Curl.
Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Close to the side one. Jams it there and opens up the middle, but doesn't change it much. Northern Ontario still in pretty good position here.
Speed's good here. Yeah, I'll give you guys like a 30 or something.
Team New Brunswick in the men's game, stealing 2 on Manitoba in the first end. So a big break there early, and Manitoba behind early in that game that will send somebody to the semifinals. And then 1-0 Manitoba, the ladies from Manitoba over Newfoundland and Labrador with a steal there as well for Manitoba. So lots of steals. Three of these games started with a steal. Good guard there, but a chance because it's so tight. A good chance here for Kurt to make some noise on the run back. Really open this up, and again, it's close to being able to move all the yellows.
Just off nose. Yeah.
I think 3/4 is what you're looking for.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Close.
This looks really good. Oh, we just made a move. Did they lose it?
Good.
They did a little, but that's a good spot for that shooter to stay. And there's a double on the yellows now, and it passed by the back red. So big shot there. Changes the end quite quickly. And
Yeah, I don't mind the top. I don't see how just beside the red helps us, because he just makes the angle, then they're looking at 3. Like that? You want to move it or just talk? I think we gotta tap it inside nose or something. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know about this one.
Back 4.
There's nothing I love for Team Ontario here. You tap this and leave a nose double anywhere, and it's going to get a little bit dicey.
Wait, sir. Back 8.
Line only.
I don't know if you'd ever draw open side here and
Line only. Curl.
Back 8.
Curl.
leaving this top double, but then knowing you'll be able to nose it and lie 2 and have them spread out. I don't know. Looks like not a great steal chance. So.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
Not the worst.
Like, even on those 2 kicks, I think I'm coming out really sick.
I'm surprised he's not trying the double.
10.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying, that tight red guard is Kurt's shooter from his last shot, and it's in a really good spot. So make this hit and roll.
9-5.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
McNamara trying to hold this, and I don't think he's going to, but hello.
That just jumped.
We're getting some rock and play.
Interesting. A couple of reds that are hanging around, and that one's like you heard him say, I think that grabbed. I think that went over some debris and curled unnaturally.
Great guard that.
But for
Got the double.
a pick, that was a good result.
What do you like, buddy? I don't know. We could tap that. Because every time we usually the same. Or even if we guard it. I think so. What are you guys seeing? There's doubles everywhere wherever we go. Yeah.
So anywhere in the house they go is going to be doubles, and that's not good.
Like this, or you're kind of screwy.
You could guard that. I wonder if Nova Scotia ever plays the short run back to lie 2nd, 3rd, and 4th if you do that.
taking care of that one for now. If he comes around here, we follow. And then still
If he comes around,
yeah,
we have a guard. We could guard that
no,
one.
I know. Yeah, then we can even follow and be here.
I kind of like going.
I don't hate that. Just we can't let these two count.
You want to tap or guard it?
I think we're kind of guarding. I think you're kind of like right here if you're anywhere.
I like it.
Because as soon as you tap it, it's bing bing.
Might
again.
leave him something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Okay,
think
they got a
somewhere
plan.
up top.
One thing
Like
they
that?
didn't talk about is just kind of drawing one right here.
Oh, no, like right here.
See, Jennifer, if I had the thicker line there, I
This
could have
rock
just
here,
tapped it.
These two counting.
I think so.
Somewhere there, you're going to leave a double, and
Yeah.
This is really moving. Like their guards, like that thing went a mile, right?
it's a tricky
And you just have to, like,
situation.
inside of it, really. To make it tough.
There.
Yeah, I think so. Speed's pretty good. That's the guys, but I think it's close.
This double here is awfully flat. Like, it's hard to pass it by there and get all the way across and kill that.
Yeah, this one's been moving.
So you could guard this. You could throw one somewhere up there short of the rings and saying, if you miss that double, we're going to whip another one around there. But an interesting situation.
Line's fine.
Neither team probably super comfortable at the moment.
Speed's good.
Yeah, I think it should be good here.
Halfway. Halfway. Halfway.
So they like the speed.
Line's good.
Does not need to curl.
Halfway.
Okay, off,
Pretty high,
whoa,
pretty
whoa,
high.
whoa,
Halfway.
whoa, whoa, it's fine. It's fine. Just as long as you're on it so you can't hit it hard. Good, yeah, we gotta take 2 more feet of ice at least. That's good, Dylan, that works.
2 more feet. Well, I think the line's pretty good.
Little flop that way in case he rolls out.
So if I'm Nova Scotia here, I'd take a long look at this angle raise here. If you run that in there, stick it there. You got 3 in the rings. I know they're shot, but are they going to draw? Where if they leave you a double, it's a double for 4?
See if we get an
There
error
won't be
out
any
of him and
easy
we might
hits.
Be able to play something. Yeah, just a 10.
Yeah.
I think I would play that run back.
Yeah.
Good time.
So you heard Travis say,
Curl.
hit and stay. Maybe we can get a bit of an error out of them, and then we can play something. That something is that run back. Needs to stick around. It should finish up here. Yeah, good shot.
Good weight.
See what happens.
I like where weight you're seeing.
I like 11.
You can hold.
So good sweep there to get it to curl up to stay. And now the pressure switches over to Skip from Northern Ontario, Dylan Johnston, and
11. 11.
I like that.
11, and
11.
try and hit it right on the nose. I mean, anywhere you stay in the 8 foot, it can roll a little bit broom side, or it can roll all the way across the 8 foot, as long as it stays in the 8 foot.
Slower on this side. But it's pretty close.
No chance Nova Scotia is going to take on a run double or anything, I wouldn't think.
Whoa, clean. Whoa,
Weight's good.
whoa, curl. Whoa, clean, clean, clean. Yep.
Sounds pretty good.
Yep.
Hard.
Okay, good job.
No mistake there, and I think you'll see Travis play the same hit for 1. And good start for Team Northern Ontario. Team Nova Scotia has been decent too, but
Same weight.
Northern Ontario starting without the hammer, had a force in the first, and just got a fortunate steal, and then set up the force again in the second here. So final rock, second end.
9-5.
Travis Stone with a 9.5, plenty of weight.
No, straight. Straight.
Just clean.
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 And we've got ourselves a tie ball game, 1-1. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with third end action. Northern Ontario will have the hammer right after this.
so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
Welcome back to the third end. Elimination game. Loser is out. So neither team wants that. So lots of pressure. This is when the pressure ramps up, but so does the fun. This is hard to replicate at your Tuesday night club league, and we've got a 1-1 tie. Everest Curling Club Championships from Barrie, Ontario.
Line's nice. Stay close.
We're close.
And kind of the same setup. Nova Scotia throwing the center guard. Northern Ontario keeping the aggressive nature of their strategy going and throwing a corner. And now Rob Nathanson making a pretty good come around there. And going to see Northern Ontario just ignore it and go around the corner. See if Brennan Work can get it in there. We've seen the come around the corner guard, the miss, even with good weight, sometimes it doesn't curl enough. Maybe a little bit more curl to the middle than to the wings, but
Line's good. Line's good. Close. Weight's good.
I could be reading into that a little.
Whoa, looks heavy. Chris a bit. Line's good. Line's good. Yep.
Still needs to finish a little bit, but this is a good looking shot as well. And the lead's doing their job again this end.
Good shot.
Top 8.
Top 8, and then you're probably going to see Northern Ontario run that center guard back if this is made successfully. If Mark can get this one buried. Top 8.
Yeah, big whoa, Robin. Whoa. We're T-line.
Wait only right now.
Wait to it. T-line on its own. Little bump.
Got a curl.
Back 4.
They're saying a little wide, little heavy.
Got a curl. Just here.
Line's getting better though.
Curl. Yep, hard. Really hard. Good.
Good spot. A little bit of a misjudge there, but
Yeah, you can get all 3, baby. Maybe.
ended up really good.
Bill.
So run the center guard back. Roll the shooter over in front of your other yellow one, and you might be able to get all 3 here. There is a spot you can hit it that they could get all 3.
Oh, yep.
This one's tight.
Hard, man. You're really close.
Yep.
Hard, Greg. Hard. That's a good shot.
Yeah, pretty good results, and yellow might be shot behind the corner now, so a good throw there from Jordan Potter. You can see Brennan Work holding that one the whole way, was probably trying to get it across the top, but that's a good plan B.
See their loop around.
I like chasing the yellow. What do you like?
Board.
Board's a lot of weight.
Chip the front.
Board's a lot of weight for the chase.
Board.
Same as you threw last set, like 65? Little big.
Oh.
11.
Kirk, stay close. Kirk,
Close.
you really gotta go.
Curl. Curl.
This needs to curl.
Kirk, feet.
Working it. Will it get there? I think it will.
Good.
Good shot, doesn't save the shooter, and now you're probably going to see that yellow and come back.
Like the same everything? Normal? I like the quieter if you like it.
I like quieter, try and stick it.
Yeah.
What do you call?
9. Normal. 9.
So bringing the weight down a little bit, bring the sweepers a bit more into it, and give yourself a little bit more room for error on the throw. Makes the line call harder though. Just got to finish, just gonna miss this. Got it, but rolled out.
Warm up.
Now the guards are yellow though, and a good setup here for Northern Ontario, but it's still a center guard, so chance for Nova Scotia to get one buried on the button, which is always good news when you don't have the hammer. Kurt Roach has made some big hits in this game, a couple of doubles. See if he can whip it a little in-turn, come around to the top of the button.
Got to curl a mile.
Back 4, back 8.
14-3.
Yeah, we're right to the 12 foot.
This one's a little strong. Not even sure this one's going to stay in the paint. Just going to hang on, and I mean, Kurt won't be happy with that one.
So you guys like a 20 for a side?
So probably not going to be a blank end now. So Northern Ontario is going to try and find a way to make 2, and the best way to do that is get one buried half in the top 4 behind your own guard here. See if Chris can come through for the Northern Ontario squad. The old chant from the Briar stands, "Fear the Moose," the old moose call. Haven't heard any moose call from Northern Ontario fans yet. What are we waiting for here? Grab your, what is it, a coffee tin and a string, and you poke a hole in the bottom and just pull it through and annoy all the other fans?
No bump, no bump, no bump.
And then, of course, I can't say it right. It sounds to me like it's Southwestern, but that's not how you say the house. It's a Sioux Western or something for those yellow hats out east. What's it called? Sow Western. So there's like a sow, like a pig in the first, and then is it Western? No, and oh geez, no wonder I can't say it. Sou'wester, okay. That's the famous rain slick yellow hat that you see at all the Briars and Scotties too. These might be the 2 best fans of the national championships in terms of the moose call and Sou'wester.
Hard, 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 hard. Drag it.
So back-to-back misses on the come round heavy.
Good sleep. Good.
Kurt able to make the adjustment this time, and that was the place they both wanted to be. But because that's a yellow guard, Chris has a chance for redemption here.
Like normal?
That doesn't look like it's made of rubber, though. Aren't they supposed to be rubber? We got a Sou'wester, but it looks like a half-ass indoor one. So Chris wants to hit this basically right on the nose. Got this one a little back in a straight spot, and I don't think that's going to get there. See, you're on TV. Now you're famous. They're coming after you. Put your hat on. Show them your half-ass Sou'wester.
2.5. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're looking at them.
Chip it out.
I thought they were like the size of like a sombrero normally. There it is. Some people call that a rain hat. No, that's a Sou'wester. Looking good, Team Nova Scotia.
2.5, 3, so we can't hack it out of there.
So we're going to go for the straight guard here. Has to be good, though, because
It's pretty quick now, eh?
Northern Ontario's second shot. I don't love the guard here. I kind of, there's nothing wrong with the guard. It just has to be very good, because any kind of chase will allow Northern Ontario to lie 2. So could freeze on the back one. That's pretty conservative. And could go around the corner guard, or it could go open side and try and force that way.
2.5, curl.
But Travis is probably going to just make this perfect, and then it doesn't matter.
Guys, got to get to center.
This needs to be tighter, too. It needs to slide and finish.
Till it stops.
Getting
Till
good.
It stops. You got it. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
I don't think they got it though, and that was the danger.
Bump. Should be able to chase. This is moving pretty good. Endurance is moving pretty good for you.
And without trying to jinx Northern Ontario, one of the things I was impressed with last night is they like to play the soft hits. 11 is kind of the weight they call most often. And when you do that, to just pull a little bit off is not super difficult, and that's what he's probably going to do here. Kind of a heavy hack board weight.
Board, bumper.
Even if it curls up almost to the nose and ticks the back yellow, because the red is there, the yellow's not going to go anywhere. So hit and roll anywhere in the rings on the broom side, and they'll lie 2. Dylan Johnston doesn't waste any time. Weight looks good. Nice controlled hack to board weight.
Clean, clean, straight, 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 straight.
Dylan's strutting already like this is pretty good, and it is. Maybe even roll behind the corner guard, get real fancy.
Great shot.
That is a good curling shot, folks, and just like that, it went from maybe we can force to, ooh, I hope we can force him to 2.
Even if you make this, he's probably got an easy 2. I think you can make this good.
Okay. Just there.
Hold on to your hats. I didn't see this coming.
Yep.
Could chase the back one, give him 2. Could chase the side one, give him 2. Gonna make the come around. I don't know. Dylan made that.
Options, but
here, listen in
they're
here.
all basically conceding a 2. Like I can come down and tap that back yellow out. I can hack around the guard, but yeah. Just bite the forefoot.
So team likes it.
Okay.
One of my concerns is Dylan just made that board weight chase look super easy. So need to make sure this doesn't overcurl. If he shows him that out-turn side, I would think Dylan's got a really good chance to make that chase.
Bite the 4.
Good. Back 4.
Mark's rock. Curl.
Mark's rock.
Curl.
I think if the speed is right.
Back 4.
Back 4 is not great.
Yep. Yep. Coming down. Yep. Yep.
Getting good here.
Guys. That's good.
Whoa, whoa.
Pretty good shot.
Well, hack or hack?
Yeah. Chris, 14-9.
So
hack
it's.
this way or hack this way?
I like this way.
I think so too.
Play a ton.
Yeah, he did. Like if you're edge your rocks on the Everest logo, I think you're probably pretty good.
Like that?
Yeah, we just gotta make sure he lines up so we don't want to jam. But if we jam, so be it. But
Jam's still 2.
If it's a jam, we get 2.
yeah, thick half. Okay.
Like that?
I like that. He's got 14-9 on that one.
Should be able to get it with half.
So if that rock, if Travis's rock had stopped 2 feet sooner, just biting the forefoot on that line, it would be much more difficult to chase because the chase comes down to the distance between the guard and the one you're trying to hit. So
Speed's pretty good here.
doesn't have to get super close to this guard to make this. Does have to get the weight right though. That's definitely the secret to making this shot. And a big chance here for Northern Ontario.
Yep. Big. Whoa, 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 whoa. Big. Yep. Big. Yep. Solid up. Whoa, whoa. Solid. Yep.
Good communication here, and this is on a pretty good line. It's just a matter of how many now, I think. Oh, it might be way too heavy. It's tracking. Overthrown and overswept, and a big steal there for Nova Scotia. And a 2-1 lead and heading to the 4th end when we come back.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Don't forget your brooms.
Come on.
Well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Line's good.
And a big turn of events on the last shot of the end there. Dylan Johnston and Team Northern Ontario had a chance for 2, even 3 points, and had it on the right line. I liked it the whole way, but ended up being quite heavy, and even I wasn't trusting. Brendan set it right out of his hand. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And Nova Scotia with a big steal, you know. Instead of putting 3 on the board for Northern Ontario, put 1 on the board for yourselves, and it's a 4-point swing, so. But got to park that now. It's 2-1. You have the hammer in the 4th end, and I'm sure they weren't expecting an easy battle here.
Touch center.
I think we gotta go.
Touch center.
So looking for a tight guard here. Brendan works first corner guards awfully high. I would think if I was Northern Ontario, I'd want to throw another corner guard right now, tight around the high one. Okay, the red one is usable, and see how this end plays out.
Solid hack. Close. Boom. Yep. Boom. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl. Curl.
Trying to pull this one across. Going to hit and stay. Was trying to flop under, but weight's good. Yeah, good shot.
Good shot.
And we're going to play the hit and roll game. See who can get under there first.
Just
hack weight.
Prince Edward Island ladies.
The last one was. The first one was board.
Forced to a point in the 3rd end to take a 4-1 lead over Ontario.
Okay.
Manitoba, man, in big trouble here. Down 2-1 without the hammer in the 3rd, and late in the end, Team Lacey from New Brunswick is lying a couple buried on the button by the looks of it.
Yep.
And then the final game is Team Manitoba ladies up 2-1 with the hammer, playing the 4th end. So this one's
You got it. Keep going.
actually overrolled. That was tough to do, and might see Northern Ontario just draw now. Could hit and roll though. As curlers, we think the louder we yell, the more likely it is to get by the guard. I'm not sure that's the case, but that's what we do. So chance for Jordan to hit and roll to the top of the 4-foot buried and set up a potential deuce.
Okay, good swing.
Doesn't get the roll, but sticks around.
Yeah.
At some point,
we don't lose those, right?
At some point, Northern Ontario is probably going to switch to a come around unless Nova Scotia makes a good roll under here or into the 8-foot at least. I think if they nose it, there's a chance they'll play the draw, but it is only 2-1, so they may just show some patience. I don't personally have a lot of patience, so this one's floating though.
Come on, Robinson. Got to stick.
9-4. Big one, big.
Yeah.
It's too hard, and
They're going, if we're too good, they're going around.
I don't think you can use that corner guard. Everything up from around that corner guard is just too easily chaseable, so I like this call.
15 to tee here. 15-2? 15. Yeah, 15, I think. Yeah. A little better than the start of the game, yeah. be close. Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good.
Take a look.
Whoa.
You can go.
Line's good.
Top 12. Top 8.
Line's
top 12.
Line's
So I think it's a little light here, and if anything, this side, it's been coming off. The sweepers have been saying it's heavy, and it's not in this spot. So if they say it's light, it's probably quite light.
Keep going. Hard, guys. Keep going. Line's real good.
It's going to be in a good spot, though.
Really good, Jordan. That boy.
Yeah, really good spot. I agree. Dead buried. It is behind a red guard. That's the only downside.
8.
So see if Kurt Roach can make a straight back here. Kurt's married, wife Andrea, and 2 kids, Olivia and Everly, 5 and 17 months. So this team's been at, this is their 3rd Canadian Club Championships with a silver medal in 2018. So they know what they're doing. Not Kurt's best throw there, though. Kurt says one of the curlers he looks up to is Kevin Martin. Oh, that always hurts me when I read that name.
I felt like I gave it a little less than
guard. Around the corner. Even around the corner.
Could guard it.
Go around the corner, yeah.
Could go around the corner back 8, yeah.
Not deep. I'm thinking even tall.
That's really splitting.
Yeah.
It's pretty perfect.
Top 8.
I like it back 8, and then if they miss the hit and roll or miss the double, you might go around again, and that gets
15 slide slope. Yeah. 20.
kind of nice. Even if it's on the tee line and you leave them a double, if they don't make the double.
No. We're going for top 12, guys.
These guys are really good curlers, but it's not quite Kevin Martin, so the doubles are not automatic.
It's curling a lot.
This is going to curl plenty.
Yeah, go, Dirk.
I don't think you want it to curl, though.
Yeah, that's good. Keep going. Good call, George.
Yeah, good judge. Lying 2. So it came out the other side almost with that high guard, but lying 2 late in the end. 3rd's last here for Team Nova Scotia in the 4th end, up 1. Trying to find a way to get out of this, what looks to be 2 points for Northern Ontario. But they pulled a big-time Houdini last end. Didn't want to give up 2, so risked giving up 3 and stole 1.
Whoa, curl. Anything? No.
Used to be a nose.
9-2.
So you could draw again, yeah.
And you guys at what, 10 feet less? Yeah.
Nose is pretty simple way to lie too.
That, but you like that? We're in no real trouble here, are we? Nope. I like this. Let's go. Where do we want to be? Top 12. Even with the red.
You got to be second shot.
Yeah, I guess so, but yeah, I like that. It's open. Yeah, it's like.
I think the nose hit here makes some sense.
11. Go big.
Good 11.
Clean. 11. Straight.
Sounds like it's on the money, right on target.
Good throw.
And now you can see it's a tough double. Like it's paper thin on either side to make a double. Rolling for shot is difficult.
If I roll here, it's kind of giving them a second guard.
Yeah, what do you do though?
Do I nose?
This is almost open.
You could hit that one. That's probably a better shot. If you know,
and make him try to roll, or is he going to ignore it and go
He's just going to loop around.
He's going to draw on his next one. I agree.
I think we have to hit something.
I think you better be shot rock when you're done shooting here. He's going to draw.
Like maybe showing half of it, and then we can bump it. He's probably going to split the rings.
Yeah.
Maybe this.
Yeah, I mean, go see how it
looks. It's a high guard. Like it's really not in play. Like a 11.
Famous last words. The guard's not in play.
Yeah, I think it's the shot. Like,
I agree with them. I think you have to be shot rock when you're done here, or you're going to see Dylan draw around that corner guard. They almost did on the last one, so they've shown their hand a little bit.
You like trying to get the nose of this?
Like nose or a little flat.
Yeah, the hit and roll on the other one now, we won't be shot. If we roll to the 12-foot, he can sock another one around it. It's like a second guard, basically. Just 11 here.
So get the weight right, pick a good line, and let the sweepers guide it in there for you.
11-5.
Whoa. Close.
Close.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Starting to curl here, but looks pretty good.
Hard.
Right to it. Right to it.
Wow, wow.
Actually going to roll out low, which maybe a little lighter than they expected. And
That was going out. I kicked it with my foot.
Same spot, I think.
Yeah, make it hard. You just, if
we're back here, we'll have more room.
If he comes to freeze you, that's a good choice here. If you miss it again.
I would assume so. I think if we weren't, we'd be at least.
so we've got some more visitors in the booth here. Jen brought company this time. Skyla, do you want to say hi? No?
Not yet, maybe next end.
Well, you came to an important end here, the fourth end, and Northern Ontario's played a really good end and looking like they've got a real good chance at 2. Yeah, no easy double here. I doubt that Nova Scotia's going to take on a freeze even if you're back behind the tee line, but you never know.
Touch more.
I didn't think he was going to draw on his last one last end to take away that big end either, but
15.
Feel and draw weight, playing like Jennifer Jones.
whoa, I didn't say he was playing that good.
A little offensive. Lots of offense.
Okay, line's good, all you.
So important to
Right here.
obviously be in the rings, but no half rock double. I think you want to be back 8, yeah.
Lots of room. Back 4. Running pretty hot. Running hot. Weight's good. 15. 15. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look.
Jordan's not too concerned. He's trying to sweep this to the speed they want. Not really concerned about the line, and I think that's smart.
The perfect spot.
Good foot.
That was a good.
I think so.
It might jam.
Yeah.
Could take on the slash.
The jams, you get one.
I think that's what they're looking at, and they're worried about that jam. That's pretty unlucky. We can't see. There's a stone at the back of the 12-foot, a red stone.
Thick half?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We can't see right now, and it would be very unlucky, I would think, to have that jam right on that red stone and stay. There it is, that red stone. Out of the rings, but in
It
play.
might jam, but
I really don't think that's going to jam. To get all the way over there, man, that would have to be smoking.
half rock. Yeah. This mic is caught on my shoulder.
So Houdini'd last end and got out of a big situation, and multiple points for Northern Ontario. See if he can do it again here. Travis Stone, last rock, 4th end, Team Nova Scotia. Needs a thick half, he thinks. I wouldn't want to hit it any thicker than thick half.
Yep. Yep.
See what he comes up with here. Sounds close.
Whoa. Hard, yep.
So close. Those are hard. You always have to hit them. I always feel you have to hit those a little bit thinner than you think. But they swept this the entire way. Just missed.
Probably hit it close to a thick half. And he was even saying whoa at the end, so I'm not sure he had the exact spot picked out quite right. And a free draw for Northern Ontario to put 2 points on the board and take a 3-2 lead into the break here. Nice open draw to the rings. Dylan just through this path. Nice for the sweepers to see it again. I like not changing the path here. Get a good look at these 2 rocks. Just reconfirm that they're good. And
Okay, line's the same.
we're going to go to the 4th end break. I'm going to give this one to Dylan. There's no gimmies in curling, but I think he can hit the rings here.
Hasn't moved yet.
Brennan and Jordan don't look or sound very confused or concerned, so looks like 2 for the Moose. Fear the Moose. They're up 3-2 going to the break. We'll see if the Nova Scotia guys can get back a deuce after this. We'll be back in a few minutes.
means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Welcome to the Hardline Curling Show. It's another busy week on the pebbled ice. On this episode, we'll take a closer look at a national championship that's going on this week and talk to a front-end legend who's providing some of the commentary. Plus, we'll get you set for the third Grand Slam of the season. The broom is down, so let's settle into the hack and get started. You touched on it at the top, but what does the support for Everest do for this tournament? They've been involved a few years now. Can you just touch on the support of Everest?
Yeah, I mean, in one word, it's everything. You know, they'll go above and beyond. They'll spare no expense to make sure that every single athlete here, every single fan, every single person involved feels like this is a world-class event. And they wouldn't put their name to it if it wasn't going to be world-class. I know that because I've been involved for a number of years and been around, and so that's a big part of it. And just the vision of curling and grassroots and growing the game, and you know, nothing's out of the realm of possibility when you sit down in a room with the Everest team. And I just love that idea that when somebody says, well, we can't do that, their first question is, well, why not? And if it's because we've never done it, that just makes them want to do it more. So they've, you know, I think it was Dominion Insurance started this and became a great event, and then Everest has just taken it to a whole other level. And I think if you ask the players, because there's multiple players now that are coming back, not year after year, because that's against the rules, but I think if you ask them, they would say this was a great event, now it's the event.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Welcome back. Well played first half of the game here as Northern Ontario finding themselves with a 3-2 lead over Nova Scotia in the elimination game here. We're back for fifth end action, and I've got a new co-host, finally somebody on my intellectual level. It's our 8-year-old daughter, Skyla. So, Skyla, what do you think of the curling so far? See any good shots? What's your favorite shot in curling? What's it called when it ends up right on the button? A turkey, yeah. Who are you cheering for?
I don't know. Out and touching.
Well, do you know anybody that's even playing?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, Northern Ontario is the same color as your turtle that you like, so maybe that's how you go. Bruh?
It's yellow.
Okay. So Nova Scotia going to throw the corner guard here. which tells me they're probably looking for the deuce. If you're looking for a blank here, which is the other option, you go around the center guard and try not to get too many rocks in play. But the fact that they're calling the corner, and hopefully this stops.
Good.
Brennan Wark stopped just out of the ring, so could throw another center if you're Northern Ontario, and because the flip side is true. If you could force here as Northern Ontario, have the hammer in 6, you kind of got a little bit of control of the game.
Okay, whoa.
Line only.
Back
Whoa.
8.
Line only.
Whoa.
See how Nova Scotia decides to play this if this come around is made. Brennan's not happy with this one though.
I think it's in.
Needs to slow down to stay in the rings. And will not, and slides out the back door, and a break for Nova Scotia. Was that one too hard or too light, Skylar?
Hard. No.
Yeah, too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it, Rob.
Have you started curling yet?
A little bit.
Yeah, we play a lot of short game, right? Close hack, or the hack to the close rings. Who's the best short game curler in our family?
Top 4
It's actually kind of true.
Curl.
So trying to play the come around here. This has got a ton of room though.
Got to curl a mile.
Not sure this is going to get there on the line.
16. Keep going.
16 is also a little light.
All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way up.
Great scrub there. Holy moly.
Sweet.
That one went a long way, Skyla. Did not get buried though, so Northern Ontario can chase this comfortably and try and roll to the 4-foot.
That's fine if it curls up. 11. 11? Yeah.
So sticking with their favorite takeout weight, which is 11.
11. 11. Whoa. Yep. Yep. 11. Yep. Hard. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa.
So good shot there. It did come up to the nose. Just wanted to make it so that they stuck around, so they didn't give Nova Scotia that same open come around again.
For board? I like more than that, I think. Like 85, 90.
So talking about the split time, back line to hog line for the board waiter.
11. Curl.
McNamara trying to hit and roll under the guard.
Curl.
They're saying the weight's a little bit too strong, which always makes it hard for the right amount of curl.
It's getting close. Not quite. So another chance for Team Northern Ontario to hit and roll out of there. So same kind of shot here.
Same weight. Sliver more. Same weight. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Sliver. Yeah. Weight's good. Hard. Hard.
So they're trying to roll this right behind the center guard if they can.
Hard, hard. Good swing.
Got it to the nose though, which makes the hit and roll tricky.
Of course.
Same weight.
11-3.
So now for Nova Scotia, still trying to generate their 2 points. All they need is to hit and stay and have a hit and roll out, or try to move this stone around to give access to that corner guard.
10-5. Curl.
Again, it's a little bit strong. You hear that 10-5, which means it's can only take 10.5 seconds instead of 11 to get down, which means it's a little bit too heavy. They need to stick around. That can stick over on the side. That's a good shot. Now it should free up that corner guard. It's very hard to be able to hit and stay and be out count something behind that corner guard if a draw was made. But Nova Scotia may be content as well to blank this end and try to retain the hammer in the 6.
Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Do want to stick around, like you said, Jen. I don't think there's anywhere they're going to stick around that's going to stop Nova Scotia from drawing. But the risk for Nova Scotia drawing there is you may force Northern Ontario to go around the center.
Like 25?
Top 4 weight.
25?
And if Nova Scotia could potentially play a hit and roll on the guard just to try to generate a multiple score.
Just give me a second.
So if this is fully buried, it should still be just shot, but they did actually roll in for a piece of the 8-foot. So next door, Prince Edward Island steamrolling again. 6-1 at the break, going into the 5th end against Team Ontario on the ladies' side. 1 foot into that semifinal. And the Manitoba men, the young guns, were down 3-1 and cracked a 4-ender.
Line's nice.
In the 4th to go up 5-3 on Team New Brunswick. A big turnaround in that game. And the Manitoba ladies, one of your old teammates, Jen.
Yeah, from juniors.
Up 3-1,
Trisha
playing
Baldwin
the 5th.
Good.
Now Trisha Hill.
Yep.
So I don't know who shot here. I think it's just red.
Don't gotta move as far for us to sit too. Okay, so this is nice draw speed.
It was a good conversation there. Basically, you don't want to overthrow this. So really just kind of reaffirming, you only have to move this stone, the red stone, a couple of inches and you'll lie too. Hack is probably a little bit too much. They were looking for back line.
Could just draw down to it and then just sweep and make the difference, but I don't think this is hack. This is tight, I do think that. We're sticking with hack though, and Brendan's right earlier in the game and kill that and roll into the 8-foot, and
that's a great shot.
That's perfect. You see some of the other teams are out in the Sleeman bar on the ice. They've turned sheet 1 in this 7-sheeter into an on-ice bar, which is pretty cool. Some high top tables, and see a couple of the teams out there.
That was a 30, you said, right?
So now switching to going around the center, realizing going around the corner guard's not going to be shot now. It's getting later in the end. So really have no choice.
A little tight. A little tight.
Yep. Top 4. Top 4. Line's good.
Line only.
Okay, line's good now. Top 4.
Back 4.
Well then.
So line's really good.
T-line. Coming down.
Top 4.
Stop down. Right to your boots.
Good. Good.
Maybe a rock deep, but pretty good. And are you freezing or are you running it?
Whatever you want to throw. I think if you ever slice into one of these, you want to still go.
I would think you're throwing that run back,
like,
but
not best obviously, but like if you ever hit it into this guy,
if you do make a good freeze, it really does shut down the scoring area for Nova Scotia to try to get their 2 points.
Dead nose.
Dead nose. You and Chris both threw one here.
They did throw, yeah.
Also seen a spot for the run.
You can hear Brendan talking to Jordan saying, Jordan threw 2 run backs here earlier, 2 ends ago, I think, and made one and just under curl and made contact on both, but so they know the spot.
Try.
If this is made properly, Jen, right on the nose, they'll be lying 3 and one of them will be buried on the top of the button. So big shot to keep the momentum going in the Northern Ontario's favor.
9. Close. Big. 8. Close. 8.
Really close.
Curl.
Needs to finish. Not going to get there. Just that extra weight.
Nose?
I think so.
You can see her trying to sweep this for curl to get it over there, but just hits it a little bit too high, a little too thin. And now where does Nova Scotia go to get that second point? Knows the back one.
There will be a slash available. You could try to freeze on that back stone, but it is difficult with just where the guards and the stone in the 4-foot is.
Something under my flyer.
You could just try to draw to the T-line even. It's very hard to do that in lie 2.
Yeah, you got to stay more than full 8, so
Just know.
probably this is the easiest and best result. Big shot, not a great sound. Panic early. This is one of the straighter spots on the sheet, though.
Right to it, right to it.
They need to stay.
No roll.
Here they're a little bit disappointed. They didn't want to roll at all towards the center line to make the double easier. And now they can, Team Northern Ontario can make the double and stay in the rings and force
Touch more, I think.
Team Nova Scotia to their single. And actually that stone at the front of the top of the 12-foot was in anyway.
2/3, 3/4 just gets it. Skinny, thick half maybe. Half looks like a pretty natural jam. A little little thinner than half, and you're dead. The red will stay. So in a 3-2 game here, we got the final skip rock from Dylan Johnston, skip of Team Northern Ontario here. If he's successful, we'll have forced Nova Scotia to a point, but needs to make it. This one's curling a bit, but I think he's got it on the money. No trouble whatsoever. Well thrown, and another solid end from the boys from Northern Ontario. And now an important draw, just a draw to the 8-foot. But very important here. Travis Stone needs to get this point on the board, tie this game up. As a sweeper here, I'm always thinking, I'm not thinking 8-foot, I'm thinking put it on the button. That way when I screw up, Jen, I got like 4 feet either way. If I screw up top 8-foot and I'm 4 feet light, we're dead. Not that I would ever screw up, but you know, in case the other guy I'm sweeping with did.
Full 8, guys.
They're cleaning it, which usually is a good sign.
Nothing has slid farther than anybody thinks in this spot. Everything's come up a little bit shorter.
15-4. Hard, guys. Hard, yep. Need full 8. Good sweep.
No mistake there, and we've got a tie game, folks. 3-3 after 5, and when we come back, Northern Ontario will have the hammer for the 6th end action.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Welcome back to this exciting 6th end action as Northern Ontario takes on Team Nova Scotia in a sudden death elimination game.
Top 12. Yep.
It's tied 3-3. Northern Ontario has hammer.
Hard. Good throw, Brandon.
Top 4.
Yeah. I think we got to go with your mark.
Top 4. Top 4.
Have a look. Have a look.
So a tightly contested match. Both teams playing quite well and lots of big shots both sides.
Good, nice.
Nice come around from Team Nova Scotia. That was a big miss from Team Northern Ontario. It allows Nova Scotia to get in there first. Good news is that Yellowstone is very usable. You can run that back into the house and try to remove some of the red stones from play.
See here, Jen, most games come down to a big made or a big missed shot.
Line's good.
Hopefully it's a make. But big end here, sixth end, a steal here for Nova Scotia. Whoever scores here will have an advantage in winning this game. Their odds will go up above 50%. And if Northern Ontario can get 2 here, their odds go well above 50%.
Good chance, guys. Make a few more.
So we're going to go around everything here. Another slight mistake by Brennan, a little short there, but both those are very usable. So the last thing Northern Ontario wants to do here is give up a steal, though. So I think the next shot is going to be some kind of run back, either red, yellow, or yellow straight back. But first, we're going to see if Mark McNamara can get this one top 8, top 4. I mean, if you go right beside yours top 4, it makes the run back easier. This one's diving towards that guard.
Whoa, whoa.
Don't want to line this up.
That's good.
Didn't line it up. Actually, almost lined it up. Not quite, though. Interesting setup here. Kind of messy. Probably more uncomfortable for Northern Ontario at the moment.
Lined up? No.
So it's not quite lined up.
If we're on the satellite side, is it drag enough?
There's that awkward,
Just do it. I don't think so.
awkward space. I don't think so either.
Do like bumper. Oh, we're just gonna jam up the middles here.
Yeah, that would be a great shot, though. If you threw bumper and hit it a little low, chipped your yellow in, rolled over.
I like that shot.
Just very fancy.
I like fancy.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised to hear you say that. Fancy, also known as risky.
I hate the idea of doing this. Yep. I think it's terrible. So if you just want to like rip and chip, we could make sure we get
Rip and chip, that's got a nice little ring to it, eh? Have you ever made a rip and chip?
I'm okay with that one.
Not on purpose. It's not a shot that I would call. It's just so difficult when you're throwing it so hard. You try to just kiss that yellow stone in the house.
So you could play it just a little softer, but you could still play firm or even normal and just hit and roll low. And
Gonna throw like a 9?
yeah,
I like that. Yeah,
I like this call.
I thought it was going to be a peel weight. I thought rip was peel.
Oh, yeah, it usually would be, I would think.
With 9. Yeah, you're hitting a half rod roll my way out.
As long as it rolls past that yellow, and you don't want this shooter to block that yellow one on the right hand of your screen as we're looking at it, because that's a very usable rock for Northern Ontario.
It's your run back stone.
So this is a defensive shot, but trying to get a little offense out of it by chipping another yellow one in. Sounds very close.
Okay, that's good.
Not bad. Didn't get the chip, got the rip, but no chip.
Just missed it. See the effort, and it just needed to.
And actually, as much as they moved theirs closer to the middle, they've made that run back that this rock here is harder to get to now with any weight.
Will give us too much more.
See, I'm on the thin line again.
Yeah, just because I'm here, right?
FYI, I won't name any names, but it's the lady sitting next to me says she prefers the thick one. Just telling you.
I'm not getting into it.
We've already decided we use the thin one, right? Is that what you're saying? Good God.
Top 4.
Poor Robin. We're back 4, back 8.
Top 4.
It's coming down.
Come around again, and same concern for me. You don't want it right beside the red. You make the run back target too wide.
Here.
So I either like this back button or top 8. And this looks back button. I like it back button, though. Oh, that's a good shot.
Good.
Not sure where Dylan is not sweeping that, but now it's bailout time. Red, yellow. Okay. That looks real hard. I like this one. This is what I see.
Me too. Just trying to get out of this, making sure. The only thing you can't do here if you're Northern
Don't say it out loud. Don't say it. They're going to do it. That's what they're going to do.
Just giving up a steal in the 6th end. You just want to make sure that you have a shot.
It's not changing, is it?
Did I say it out loud?
No, I thought you meant the only thing you can't do is hit this high and peel out your 2
I know
yellows.
better than that.
Well, I said it now. This is extremely risky. It's really good if you make it, but it's just really hard.
Yep.
And they're playing it soft, so if they over curl, it's not going to roll off.
This is really
This is damn
curly.
close, though.
Oh,
tickled
what a
it.
shot. Just tickled it.
Oh, that's a really good shot.
Yeah, if they didn't touch their yellow, those 2 yellows would have been dead buried and the red exposed.
Just needed to curl like a millimeter, like hardly touched it.
Did you say 10?
Yeah.
So got to get through the hole, hit and roll. Cannot hit it on the broom side. You'll kill the back red one. This yellow one over here has been tickled a lot. It's been moving around. It's back out to where it's a little bit more usable. Probably want to roll this one right behind that top 8 yellow rock.
Whoa. Yeah.
Good looking throw if he's got the right weight. If he's overthrown it though, it's not going to finish.
Curl! Roll, Robin, roll. 9-6. Yeah.
Very nice shot to get through the hole, and now the double is tricky. But you can make it with hack weight. I think you could throw a quiet weight takeout.
I can't get rid of both in that, can I?
Very nice.
I don't know.
11.
Could also throw some speed and just make the double. Probably lose your shooter a lot of the times, but make it this way.
Do they both go?
You could roll to here too with normal.
Okay, roll to the side, Ethan.
11.
Got to keep in mind, as Jen said, you can't give up a steal here. So this is a chance to get rid of 2 down the center here and stick around. So whatever weight, little speed wobble there from Chris, whatever weight gives you the best chance of making this. That's what I like.
11. Yeah.
This is really close. Got to hold it though. It's got to stay just high of that center line.
Hard.
Does get shot and rolls to a bit of an awkward spot. That was just a hair harder, or a couple more days in the gym there for Jordan.
I don't know. That was really well swept.
That was well
I think
swept.
he swept that the whole way.
And then he even gets in there behind the tee line just because that's what sweepers do.
You just want to sweep.
That's what we do. That's what we're paid for. That's what we're paid the nickels for. So we can see most of this, 3/4, but a tricky shot here. Kurt Roach, probably like a board waiter, 11 and a half or something like that. Hit and roll back to the middle. Buried would be ideal.
Close. Curl. Straight.
They've over curled this.
Watch the roll. Roll. That's good.
You can hear the moans and groans, but that's pretty good.
Let's roll almost in front of the other red, no?
I think you can almost throw some speed here and come off the back of yours and be in a really good spot.
Big roll good too? Hey, can we roll all the way in front of the other red too?
The yellow's kind of in the way.
Stuck there. Okay.
But that's a good spot to get stuck.
Same weight. Same weight.
So really well played end here so far in the 6th. Both teams coming to play for crunch time early.
Same weight.
Yeah. Swivel bigger.
This one might curl. That looked a little bit less back on release, but they like it.
Curl. Roll.
That's good.
Pretty good. I know red's shot, but how do they get another one in there? And how do you get rid of those yellows?
Tricky.
You can see Travis, saying tricky. I don't.
Hit and sit 2 then.
He knows, yeah.
Can you get by the red and make that, do you think?
It's tight.
Ooh, that's risky.
I don't think you're ever making it to roll like in here. So
Is
why
this
bother?
jam possible?
Yeah, I think you need to, if you're doing that, you need to
That
get
would be
second
really
shots.
bad. Could try and draw around here. But that's just a difficult draw way out wide. That might be the call, Jen. This chase, hit and roll in front of Shot Rock.
That's what I like. That's what I was just about to say. And then try, you know, make them make the double, make Northern Ontario make the double to lie too. And if they do so, if it rolls to a good spot, you should have a double back.
Yeah, very good chance.
Alternatives 3. I think we have to play it, hope he doesn't roll under.
Yeah.
And then I can probably draw around all of them on my last.
Okay, he's got a plan.
Tap the one that I'm hitting here. Even if I make this and he sits there, I can bump that up on my next.
True.
I think we have to play it.
I mean, he talked me into it. It makes sense what he's saying. I like the hit on the other one.
No, but leave yourself a hole for your next one to.
Yeah,
mostly because I just know I should agree with Jennifer.
I'm gonna have the bump on my next one. Yeah. I think we try to play it as close as
I don't think you're ever
to
probably
avoid
playing.
that.
You might not play the bump.
Board?
Depending on how many Northern Ontario was sitting.
This looks equally hard and not quite as good a result to me.
The center line, I can bump it on my next one.
And it does look jammable on that red.
It does. The other hit looks a lot easier, a lot less risk with a similar result.
Yeah.
Even if you were to nose that other stone, it would you could tap it
The
if
only
you
other alternative is
so
draw around the
choose.
corner guard, but
Right on the corner guard. Oh, through the middle there. That'd be tough too, but I think they've decided. Here comes first skip rock of the 6th end for Team Nova Scotia in a tie game. Trying to hit and stay close to the center line here. Just hit it and don't have it jam on the back one. Looks pretty good here. Gonna roll a little behind the corner. Oh, does not get it by, and now they're already shot and buried. That was too hard. Too hard a shot. Like, they made that pretty good and still didn't get a very good result.
Almost. They almost rolled it in for Shot Rock.
We're one. Yeah, I like it. You can see.
I don't know where else you're going here.
You can see it. If we're right behind it. You could give them something. That's all I'm saying. You can see about half.
I mean, we're never getting to here. I think it's your shot.
Even a sliver more than half.
Even like one rock past it.
You want to get right behind it.
Good. I like that. If you're seeing that, I like that a lot.
It's that or.
Could draw again. If they knew the speed and can draw one right there.
Super wide.
Kind of around wide, but that's what you hear Chris saying. It's too out wide.
I think it's the call. I like that. Let's go aggressive.
I think you have to play this draw, don't you, Brent?
I think so.
Said he was here on his.
As long as you're buried, there shouldn't be a double.
Yeah. It's gonna be going.
Yeah, the double's going to be if you end up kind of here, this double, but it might go to that one.
Half open right here.
I don't see any other shot. I mean, you could play this little run back, stick it right there. That would be good. But anything off, you're going to leave a double. So this is the shot. It's only a matter of time before I draw something super embarrassing on this telestrator. You seeing that?
That's what I was seeing.
I'm not stopping
I'll
though.
give you a little less. You gotta get by that.
Does Skylar know she can draw on the screen?
Yep.
She'd probably be really good at it.
Yeah, I don't think she knows.
So in-turn draw right to the full 4-foot. Cannot be deep here. Nova Scotia's sitting there thinking, I dare you to draw this behind the tee line. See that Weedman sponsorship on the board, Jenny? That's awfully nice, eh?
Get close for line. T-line. Okay, well, yeah.
This looks tight.
Line's good. Well, line's good. T. Well, T's too far. Well, yeah.
Slow it down then.
Closer line. T. Whoa.
This needs to stop. Whoa. This needs to stop.
You don't want to be behind the tee line.
Oh, of all the places in all the world, that's where we stop.
That's hard as a sweeper, Brenna. I mean, I never really swept, but on that, when you think it's heavy, do you just sweep and take it back?
Well, I've always been of the mind that if I'm going to make a mistake, it's on the undersweep because I'm lazy.
Oh, okay.
No, but you got to make.
Now I know when we're playing
Oh, like you didn't already know that. No, but honestly, you have to make a choice and you live with the choice, and they missed it. If that stops 6 inches higher or 3 inches higher, The worst is when you sweep it and it stops there and you just feel like an absolute idiot. But this is a chance for Nova Scotia, but it's still a hard shot.
Needs to be perfect. And not be heavy.
This will probably be the shot either team looks back on, these three shots, and really determining who wins the game, and they don't like it yet, but it doesn't look that bad to me.
Okay, line's good. He's perfect. Whoa, whoa, can't
Looks all there.
I don't think that's perfect. That's back 8. Don't like that sweeping either. Just a shade heavy.
They're going to be disappointed with that, just because they swept it a little bit early.
Hack won't be too much. We threw Hack a few times up the middle.
And if that curls a little bit less or 6 inches lighter, it's perfect.
What'd you get on that one?
On his?
I think it was like a 15.
Hack.
Hack.
Hack weight, similar to the other shot that Dylan had for 3, where he overthrew it. That's the only one I've really seen him overthrow in 2 games. So needs to get the weight right here, because this spot, if anything, will track would be the miss. Final stone, 6th end, chance for 3 big ones for Northern Ontario. Really good throw, but I think he's heavy again. This needs to curl.
Can't be heavy on this shot.
All the way curl.
They really need this to move over.
Go, Chris, go, Chris, go, Chris, go, 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 go. Go, go, go,
Oh, it jammed.
Did we just luck that out or what? I think we may have. Sorry, guys.
I think they got them all 3.
You can hear Team Northern Ontario apologizing because they know that they got a little bit fortunate to get their 3.
Sorry, guys.
Chris almost kicked this one on the right here as he was sweeping this one, but he didn't. I was watching him. 3 yellow and a huge score of 3 for Northern Ontario, and a 6-3 lead heading to the 7th end. Will Nova Scotia mount a comeback? We'll find out right after this.
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome back. They say curling is a game of inches, and that last shot was a great example of that. Brennan Wark sweeping the entire way basically to make that curl. Both of their second and third shot just stopped just in time to get 3 instead of a force. It's 3 points, and Northern Ontario with a commanding 3-point lead heading to the 7th end. And Brennan, after that big sweep, follows it up with a nice come around. It's not a come around, it's just a draw to the top 8 foot. And Nova Scotia needs to dig deep here. They're on their last life. This is it. So try and make 8 shots in a row here. See if they can get 2, maybe 3 if they can catch a break. And definitely need to score 2 and give themselves a chance to steal their way back in. And try and tap this one up a little bit, I think. Sound like a broken record, but the Prince Edward Island ladies team is up 7-1, lying 5. And they're on their way to the semifinal here shortly, I believe. Barring a miracle for Team Ontario here. The other games, Manitoba men are in control now, up one with the hammer, playing 7. And the Manitoba women right next door, looks like they're up 2, playing 7 without the hammer, 4-2 on Newfoundland and Labrador. So some tight games, 2 elimination games, and 2 chances for teams to get to the semifinal is what's on the ice right now.
Early.
We've got one more draw tonight.
2.5, even.
Starts with a 7. I don't know if it ends with a 7:30 or 7 o'clock. It is at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Where we will have more knockout games. After this draw, we'll know all the direct semifinalists. The rest, it's going to be from here on out, it's lose and you're out.
Top 8.
I think.
Yeah, freeze that one top 4.
Just load up the middle, leave some stuff that Nova Scotia has to deal with in the middle, and hopefully distract them from those 2 perfect corner guards. The longer they play in the middle with Northern Ontario here, the more it's in Northern Ontario's advantage, I would say.
Wait's good. Low tap. Take a look.
But Robin Nathanson put up 2 really good corner guards there, very usable, right depth.
Back 4. Curl.
Try and curl the most of this. Don't want to create a pocket, but no, it's curling, so this is going to be a good shot. Nothing wrong with that. No triple. Going to take them 2 shots to deal with those rocks in the middle.
Good roll here.
10.
I always find if you don't make your first chance at this hit and roll behind the corner guard, it sometimes seems like it's never going to happen. So you got to take advantage right now. See if McNamara can make this happen. I think he's overthrown this one though. Never a good sign when your skip stands up straight halfway down the ice. Had to keep the shooter there, anything but rolling out, and
That one first, because the double goes over there.
Mark knows that. But he's just trying to make the shot. So Jordan Potter going to be asked to make this straight peel.
Yeah. Really gotta go.
Thinks he's a little tight here. See if Brennan can hold it for him. No problems.
That rock jumped.
Nice and hard. Don't have to hit it too thin.
The shooter like almost.
So time for Nova Scotia to get around this corner guard again. They played this shot a couple ends ago, so they should know it well.
Copy.
Big Robin. We're back 8.
Oh.
Go back 12, baby.
Uh-oh.
Can we curl it? Back line.
Uh-oh, back line. That was the next one, and that one's real bad. 14-1 shouldn't stay in the rings. It's trying. Dylan's trying to get it out.
All right.
I think it hung on.
In the rings.
I think you're just going to peel the guard here, likely.
To the back line if you want to do either.
Boy, I thought I got you.
And it is official. Prince Edward Island ladies are on to the semifinals with a convincing win over Ontario. Ontario will fall back into the now single elimination. They've lost their only game they can in this qualification round. And PEI will move on to the semifinals.
Corner. It's a 45 for me.
Just throwing a corner guard here, guard the one in the rings. Bit of cat and mouse. They know that double is there. There are some places you make this double, Jen, that it jams on the red one though.
Do you ever like drawing around the 2 in the
I
house?
do.
Yeah, me too.
I'm thinking he might be setting up for that on the next one. One guard, but this is the third's first shot. I think this
Getting
was
a little bit late in the end, and especially if those 2 stones do jam, you got to try to generate some offense another way.
Just here.
Yeah, it's to your broom, at least.
Looks like it's gonna over curl a little bit. Can't slip into the rings.
Good.
Back one's open, but
Does the trick. Back one's in a, I would probably still peel the guard.
yeah, the back one's in a good spot for that double on the yellows, hey?
Yeah, that's why I would peel the guard. But with removing this back stone, you will see Nova Scotia come around that corner guard, and one miss and they get their 2, and you never know.
Clean. Clean, clean, clean.
Northern Ontario seems to be playing with a very confident pace and swagger right now, and stuck around, which is important because somebody's going to score this end now, and that's a good thing, I think, for Northern Ontario.
No, you guys didn't sweep that at all.
So straight come around in front of the tee line.
Tee line.
Top 8, T line. T line.
Gonna have to curl. Curl.
See if Kurt can get this to a spot,
Got to curl.
or Team Northern Ontario will not be able to
Hard
chase
curl.
it. This has got to curl.
Yep, bury it hard. Yep, 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 yep.
Getting
yep.
better.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Little more, little more, little more, little more. Good sweep.
Pretty good. Can probably see the edge of it.
Those are ones when you're up, you hate to chase and just feather tick the guard, but I guess if you did, you'd still probably be in the ring, or the backstone would be open.
Yeah, and if you like hit that and roll into the middle, it's good.
Kind of a solid hack weight, I think, and
We're thinking chase, and if we roll in, it's fine. Yeah.
What kind of weight? We just got to make sure we hit one of them.
the only thing that's not fine is being so close that you feather the guard and don't move it and slide through the rings. But this is a bit of a chance. I like this call because it's, if you make this shot right, if you get a hit and roll into the back 8 foot, it's kind of a game winner. It doesn't look like a deuce now, and surely if you're up 2 with the hammer coming home, you're going to win most of the time. So
just killing that's fine, D, and then the most is 2.
I just did. I reached for that box. I was on the side of the glass.
you like the chase here, Jen?
I do.
They know the spot. They've played it a couple of times.
It's just one as a thrower, like as a skip. If I'm throwing this, you got to make sure you don't overthrow it. You can't go by everything. You just need to get the weight right. Don't underthrow, don't overthrow it, and something good should happen.
Yeah.
But you definitely can't whistle by everything, and you can't feather tick the guard. Those are the only 2 things you cannot do. 2 is fine. You just don't want to give up 3.
Called hard right away. This is on the guard. Can they make a good sweeping call and roll it into the pile of yellows? Looks like they can.
Just needed to sweep that a little
just
bit.
a little, yeah. Something's funny. A hair thinner on this. If they sweep that a little bit and then it rolls right into that top yellow.
Instead of going over top, it would have hit it, and they would have lied 3, all grouped together.
Nova Scotia still needs to make a double in the middle here, though.
Yep, 7/8, eh? You got it, Travis.
Play the double. We just got to hit it a little bit on the high side so we don't jam it on the side yellow there. 9.
Right on the nose.
Whoa!
5. Close.
Whoa,
Mark.
close! Yep!
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 Sounds close, but it's making a move. I think he's okay here, just clean.
Get on. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go, Mark.
Oh, it jammed, but I don't think it matters. Nova Scotia finally caught a little break there.
They knew it was going to jam, just a question of where to hit it to make the jam a little bit less.
Sure.
So nothing left to do here for Northern Ontario other than just kind of take your medicine, try and hit and roll behind, but probably going to give up 2 here.
Is this to sit 2 or are they second?
They're 2.
Oh, okay.
Big roll.
What kind of weight?
10?
Okay. Nice shot.
Trying to hit and roll over to the center line. Maybe can stay shot and be like back 8 and give Nova Scotia a tricky one for 2.
No. Yeah, girl.
Looks like it's on the nose.
Okay. 9-5er.
Draw?
Red is shot, so could just draw for 2. Can't run into their own. I guess they can. They just can't run into it on the nose or it wouldn't be second shot. So a chance for Nova Scotia to pull within 1. Make this a 6-5 contest heading to the 8th end.
Were they close?
And keep their hopes alive.
Full 8,
No.
What do you like? Okay.
Are we trying to get top of that red or?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, always you, Mark.
Yeah, you got it.
Final stone, Team Nova Scotia.
All you.
7th end.
Full 8. Stay close, Mark.
Looks close.
Sweepers look like they like it.
Nova Scotia really has had great command of their draw weight.
14-5. Whoa, guys.
Line's no issue.
14-5's a little bit strong.
Oh, will it stop?
I don't think so.
Oh no. Oh no, that's expensive. That's a single point for Nova Scotia and a 2-point lead. It'll be 6-4. Northern Ontario heading to the final end, the 8th end, and they will have the hammer. We'll be back to catch the action right after this.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
We're back, live action here. 8th end, Team Northern Ontario trying to stay alive as is Team Nova Scotia. And Team Northern Ontario, though, up 2 with the hammer here coming home, and a bit of a dream situation. This is, you know, you want to be tied up with the hammer. 1 up with the hammer, super nice. 2 up with the hammer is really nice.
3.
A little better. I think we can wait.
Just a 3.
So first center guard goes up, trying to throw another center guard here.
Right here. That's good. Very nice.
Well done. Robin Nathanson setting his team up for a chance at least.
Yeah, hard line. Gotta be by that center line. Tight. Line's okay. Top 4.
Just want to get the speed right here. The line's not overly important here. If it doesn't get buried, so be it. Just want a rock in the top 4 foot. Behind the tee line's not good. That's a mistake.
Okay. All right, Jordo. Singles, buddy.
Top 4? Yeah.
Good chance here. Sorry, Brent.
Nope, right to the button, right?
Yeah, right to the button. They need 2.
Top 4.
They have 2 guards, though.
4.
That's why it's much harder to be down 2 than 1, but it's a good situation. Those guards are very spread out.
Hard!
But they need to get this by.
Really hard. You got to go. Yeah. Top 4. Top 4.
I just touched this with my foot. I don't know if it moved.
A little short, but still in a pretty good spot.
They really had to sweep that hard to get it by and also get it deep enough in the house. Northern Ontario wants none of this, and they're gonna just peel the top guard. With the way those guards were so well positioned, it was hard to make a double peel. And if you're Team Nova Scotia, I think you got to throw the long guard. Theirs are always hard.
1.
Try to protect your house.
If just over. We're there.
Oh.
3, 2, 3. 2.5, 3.
Are we around this?
And that's not a good sign. 2.5, 3 is not good. They really, really needed this to be higher, so there was no double.
See if it stops.
Wouldn't even be cleaning this.
So a chance now. With the angle on these, Jordan Potter could get all 3 of these reds and really all but end this game.
Yeah, it's like straight peel territory.
Be a bit more.
Half a stone, thick half. Yeah, half's really close. Even thin half. This one's fading though. Ooh, this is thin.
Got a little bit of a break if you're Team Nova Scotia. Another chance to put this long guard up.
All right, guys, a 1. 50-55. I don't know if I can throw it that soft.
Still looking for the high guard, I think.
They are, and the ice is so wonderful, and it's just a little bit faster, I think, than some of the players are used to, and you could hear them say, I don't know if I can throw it that light. And again, I think this is a little bit heavier than they want.
Let it die.
We're close to the other one.
6.
Closer it is to the other one, the easier the double peel gets.
Good.
Too bad. A little bit of angle there on the other side now. See how aggressive Chris wants to get on this double.
Like 3/4? Yeah.
Bros, make sure we get stuff moving. Get my shooter off the center, please. Yep.
That's a good conversation. He wants to go after this double peel. He wants to make sure he makes contact with the second one, second stone. Single peel is not enough. He knows that the situation is, if it keeps going the way it is, it's going to be a very tough shot against 2.
The comforting thing for Chris on this is that you can look at it and say, even if I nose this, I'm going to make some kind of double. Great shot there.
And that's pretty much...
running out of time if you're Team Nova Scotia.
Yeah, you could throw maybe one more guard and then you freeze the back stone and hopefully are able to freeze again.
One more or freeze the back.
I think you probably throw one more and waste a stone.
One more.
I agree.
I think I like the guard.
The problem with going in now, it just brings everything into the house a little bit too soon. You need a miss, and the fewer chances you give your opposition to miss is not good. You want to limit their number of opportunities.
So Northern Ontario is just going to peel this wherever it stops. Nova Scotia freezes on the back. Northern Ontario probably hits the top one and rolls, and then you freeze again and might make them shoot. At this point, when you're down 2 without the hammer, if you can make them throw their last rock, and if it's anything but a wide open hit, I'd say you've kind of mission accomplished. So Chris makes the double on his first. Can he make the simple one on his second?
Yep. Cleared.
Looks like no trouble. Now need the perfect freeze, probably twice.
Yep.
Freeze the back. Back 8.
Right to it, eh?
Yeah, right to it. Okay.
So skips first in the 8th end for Team Nova Scotia.
Line's a little tight.
Yeah, line is tight, but need this to be back 8. Dead on the nose of second shot would be ideal. Dead frozen.
Back 8.
Back 8.
Yep.
Freeze it.
Sounds and looks
Yep.
close.
Freeze it.
Back 8. Back 8. Right to it. Right to it, guys. You're close. Easy, easy, easy. Good shot.
Quite good. Over curled just a little bit.
Okay.
Which is going to make Northern Ontario feel a little better. I think they're just going to peel this top one, I would think, and then Team Nova Scotia, they got to peel, or they got to freeze again. I don't think you have any option. And
Try.
skip Dylan Johnston. Probably going to throw 2 high hard ones this end. We got that one curling. This is really curling. Uh-oh is right.
Really hard. Oh, boy.
Get that out of there.
It's out. It's out. Swing for the catch, guys.
Okay. Fortunate, but chance here for Nova Scotia. Dylan knew early there that he got that one going inside.
Back here.
Didn't have to curl much more to stick it.
No, a good sweep to really eliminate one.
Where's the spot to get him to start thinking about? You want to draw?
I think here's the shot.
Okay.
You're going right to yours, aren't you here, Jen?
I think so. You don't want to make that run back. You can't. That run back is too easy, and you really do want him drawing or throwing a shot where he could feather tick the top.
Same ice.
Well, and if you're not back 8, I mean, it's probably going to be mostly open. So you need to go back 8 to not leave him an open hit.
Yeah, right now you can see probably half of that red stone. Not quite.
What is it? If we freeze right on the nose, might tempt him into the draw to the 4-foot, which I think I'd rather. If we're like top 4, half around, he's probably running it into it.
It's the same weight.
Yeah.
So there you hear the logic, and I agree. So here we go. Team Nova Scotia just hoping this is Travis's last shot of the 8th end, trying to find a way to steal 2 and sneak into an extra end here and keep their hopes alive. Everybody acting like this is too hard, though. And everybody is correct. This is going to leave an open hit if it even stays. And it does not, and that's going to be a victory for Team Northern Ontario, and they'll stay alive, and Team Nova Scotia's road to the final ends here. Thanks for tuning in. On behalf of Jennifer Jones, I'm Brent Lang, and we appreciate you watching. We'll be back. I'll be back tonight at, I already told you, and I can't remember again, 7 or 7:30.
I think it's 7 o'clock.
Oh, my memory's awesome. 7 o'clock for more action. Thanks, folks. Enjoy the night.